wonder of the world, the Astrodome. We'll see on the floor who stands out tonight.
I don't know about that, Ed. I may have to disagree with you on that. The eighth wonder of the world is the Red Rowdies. Let's get loud. Let's represent. Houston Rockets, what time is it?
They are certainly impressive. Let's do this in Houston. Jay, the Thunder have loads of talent, but right now they're facing a team that is locked in and playing so well together.
Ed, there's no doubt that when OKC plays at its best, they can beat anybody in the NBA. But I think this team is really struggling defensively. Whenever you lose the likes of Corey Brewer and Andre Roberson, your best perimeter defender, that is not the key to success to OKC stopping somebody.
To Harden. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Clint Capella at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 48% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play on the first possession of the game. Westbrook into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Has a look. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
And coasting in for two. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Houston takes over. Harden to Anthony. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Clint Capella. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
George defended by Tucker. Short jumper off the mark. Paul. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. And count the basket inside.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now Paul with the basketball. Leads 3. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Westbrook into the front court. He'll run the offense. Paul George, 3 for 4. Good start.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Steven Adams, huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Strong finish for Paul George. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Anthony, guarded by Patterson. Harden to Anthony. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. George. Big finish at the rim. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
It's James Harden once again to Capella. Clint Capella. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Westbrook to Adams. Off the assist.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Harden. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Knocks it down off the step back.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. The rebound belongs to Oklahoma City. Ferguson to George. Here's a chance from long range. His first effort off the mark. Nene to P.J. Tucker. Offensive and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. 14-13 our score. It's a one-point game. Easy path to the rim.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
To Capella. And he buries it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
But if great shooters keep getting open looks, it's a matter of time before they start knocking them down. You have to start contesting some shots.
That one out of bounds off a rocket. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. First quarter's complete. Thunder with the lead. One quarter down. Jay, is anyone gonna miss? Defense was not good in that first quarter.
Both teams are on fire, but speaking of competitive juices, one of the beautiful things that we heard during the timeout, in a team huddle, you heard multiple voices that weren't the coach saying how much more they needed to fight in order to win this game. Oh, trust me, the intensity level is gonna pick up a couple of notches.
Gordon with it. Down by one. To P.J. Tucker. Add 2 points to the board.
The assist from number 10, Eric Gordon.
Slams it home on the putback.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Felton picked up by Nene. The screen sets him up for two.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
And the rebound taken in by OKC. Felton into the front court. His team up by one. To Paul George from long range. And Paul George good on the quick release there. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Cruises inside for two.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Nerlens Noel snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Paul George locked in. Hits the tough three.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Paul to P.J. Tucker. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To the rim, lays it up and in. Oklahoma City ball. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. Paul to P.J. Tucker. It was right there.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
James Harden. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Russell Westbrook powers it through. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
They get it down to Tucker. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line. P.J. Tucker at the line for 2 shots. A career 74% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. And he makes them both. Paul George to Westbrook. Oh, Russell Westbrook. That's 3 now on 4 shots. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Westbrook with the basketball. His team up by 7. Great dish to set it up. Good touch, Steven Adams.
This is basketball one-on-one. Play inside out. Give the big man the ball, and the rest of the court will open up. That was an easy lay.
Paul into the front court. His guys should be able to get the final shot. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
James Harden trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. Free throw good. A 3-point play as they move in front here just before the break.
Defense, let's go.
That misses with a second to go. The quarter comes to an end. The Thunder with the lead.
time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Paul George fires off the mark. Well contested.
I give this defense so much credit. Sometimes it pays major dividends to have players that are willing to get their nails dirty. Just dig their hands in the dirt, and that's what kind of stand they're making on the defensive end.
Slam dunk, Russell Westbrook.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
And now Houston has the basketball. Knocked loose. Anthony picked up by Patrick Patterson. Beyond the arc for three. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. Westbrook across the timeline. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. To Harden. And draws the foul.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
James Harden has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Westbrook with it, up by 6. George, defended by Tucker. Lets it fly from long range. Paul the rebound. Tucker to Anthony. Thunder with the basketball. Abrinas against Clint Capella. Westbrook. For 3, yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Time to shuffle things up. Carmelo Anthony at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good as he finishes off the 3-point play. The lead is down to 6. Thunder with the basketball. Westbrook. Down low, Noel. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
James Harden looking good. 4 for 5.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Driving right to the basket. Clint Capella swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Shot from the lane won't go. Down to Westbrook. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
To Harden. And he hits.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
It's Russ at the controls. Turns and slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Harden in possession. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. Fires the three, and James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
George, defended by Tucker. Clint Capella sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Harden. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Paul to Harden. Count the basket.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To Schroeder. Great feed. Sets it up and finishes strong.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. And strokes it.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
And the rebound pulled in by Capella. Anthony against the Spaniard Abrinas. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Clint Capella trying to cash in on a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw is good to cap off the three-point play. And the lead is down to 3. George. Trying to cash in, and he hits. And count the basket. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. Thunder with the lead. It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
Russell Westbrook rocking the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Westbrook. George against Gordon. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
It's in the hands of Harden. To Anthony. Harden. Tough shot. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Harden with it up top. His guys down by 9. The jumper's off the mark. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Nene to Anthony. Fires the 3. That no good. Off the mark. Patterson matched up with Harden. Down to Adams. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Steven Adams at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. 56% for his career. And he missed the free throw. To Harden. Gets to the basket and scores.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Russell Westbrook with the rock. Has a look. Chance for Westbrook. No good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Add 2 points to the board.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Westbrook into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Clint Capella with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
P.J. Tucker trying to cash in on the 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. He's got it. 3-point play on that trip. Westbrook into the front court. Up 6. And he hits.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Rockets in control of the basketball. To Capella. He gets it.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show because that's what you're watching right now.
Westbrook with the basketball. He'll run the offense. George against Tucker. Screen coming to Westbrook. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Paul George nails it from downtown.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
4-3. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First one goes down. Second and 3 is good. hits all 3 free throws. OKC ball. Russell Westbrook. Capella's on him. To Paul George. Take stock of the floor. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
And the slam.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Westbrook across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Paul George to Westbrook. George, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
Anthony to Harden. Here's a chance from long range with James Harden. Muscle memory. Gets it to go.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the 3-point line.
Abrinas sizing up Eric Gordon. From long range, it's Capella who clears the rebound. Gordon with it. The deficit is 6. It goes down.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Good victory here for the Thunder as they win this one by 4. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Thunder almost let this one get away from them, but they managed to get the victory. And it's surprising. We got such a competitive game when they hit so many threes, but they did what was necessary to finish it off. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Rockets just couldn't close this one out. They did a great job with their ball movement, forcing the defense to constantly make adjustments. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough for the win. The Rockets relied on these guys for their scoring here today.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Paul George put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in a zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course. But even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a view of the upcoming games for the Houston Rockets. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.